Now that we're in the month of June, can you feel the energies already easing up? Now this month brings the promise of abundance, of ease, and of flow. And this is quite a nice change because after all these changes and the transformation, the growth that we have experienced ever since the beginning of the year when we moved into the age of Aquarius, now June really brings somewhat of that relaxed energy. The key theme for this month is all about abundance is in the air. And how amazing does that sound, right? Wouldn't you like to experience more abundance, more ease, more flow in your life, especially after a turbulent energy whirlwind that we have gone through the first 5 months of the year? And in this video, I want to share with you the key dates of this month so you can really mark your calendar and really tune into those energies to make the most out of it, as well as the 5 key things that I think you should know about this month so you can really work the energies in your favor, and also how to really make the most out of what this month really has to offer. So let's start out with the key dates. There are 3 cosmic dates that I want to invite you to really put on your calendar. The first one is June the 6th. Now this is actually a combination of the 6/6 energy and also the new moon. And the key theme for that particular day is that your intuition is being activated and fine-tuned. So you will notice that your intuition is really receiving somewhat of an upgrade. Then we have June the 20th, which is the solstice, the summer solstice. And the key theme for that date is that your inner light is being activated, is being ignited. And then the final key date, the third final key date of this month is June the 22nd. Right after the solstice, we have the full moon. And the key theme for the full moon is that your time has now come to really embrace and step into your soul's higher calling, your higher destiny. So these are the 3 key dates that I really want to invite you. Mark your calendar for that. And I also have videos coming out for each of those cosmic dates with the forecast as well as the light language activation that is really matching the key theme for these cosmic dates to really assist you to make the most out of the energies that are available with these key cosmic dates. So definitely mark your calendar for that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I want to invite you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and definitely be on the lookout for these videos, the forecast, and also the light language activations. If you're already a subscribed member, then you're definitely going to be notified whenever those videos come out. But let me share with you now the key things, the 5 key things that I think you should know about June so you can really make the most of this energy of this month. The first thing I want you to know is that there's definitely a more gentler, soothing touch to this energy signature of this month. So you may have already noticed things are feeling a little different. Things are feeling a little bit more expansive. And things are flowing with more ease. I mean, we've gone through a lot of constricted energy since the beginning of the month. And even last month, the month of May, was more of that heavy, grounded kind of energy because we were meant to integrate all the things that we have experienced, all the growth, all the transformation. But now June really brings that lighter energy, that gentle touch, that nurturing touch as well. It's really that supporting energy to help us really move forward. So I'm really getting the sense as I was tuning in, it's like we're really being supported in moving forward. We're being really carried forward by the energy. So it really has more of that gentler touch to it. So it's not as intense as what we have experienced up until this point. And especially also after all the changes, all the growth that we have experienced, you also feel more content in who you have grown into. You also feel more aligned. And that's also what's kind of happening this month too. It's helping you really align yourself more to that you have grown into. And that gentler energy is making that so much easier, because if you're always feeling squeezed and pushed and pressured, it's very difficult to really feel content into, in who you have grown into and all the changes that happen, because you're feeling so squeezed. So this nurturing and supportive energy of this month is really helping you really just kind of click into place. Like, okay, I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling good in who I have grown into. I feel more in alignment. So that's the first thing that I want you to know, is that the energy of this month is a lot gentler and more supporting than what we have experienced up until this point. Then the second thing I want you to know is that abundance now is unfolding. So you will see it in your life. Things are coming about with more ease. Where before maybe you had to really work really hard to just make it happen, to create it, to call it forth. Now things really, there's more somewhat of an effortlessness to the energy of this month, where you want something, you're aligning yourself to it, and it flows with more ease. So it comes about with more ease. So there's that hard work is no longer required. So this month is really, there's really that abundance that's in the air. You can feel it, you can taste it, you can sense it, you know it also deep within, that everything is gonna be all right, everything is working out, that everything that you need, that you want, is coming your way, is always available to you, that you are supported on all ways, always. You also have more embodied that essence of abundance as well. You're now also radiating the essence of abundance more so than you ever have before, because you have grown so much, you have transformed so much. Everything that has happened up until this point throughout this year, since the beginning of the year, was really to assist us to get to this point where we're at right now, to really embrace abundance with more ease, to be that abundant self. And you have grown a lot. So now you are actually that more awakened, more abundant self. And you will start seeing these things shifting in your life as well. And here I want to mention a video that might help you with that as well. It's about how to really use the Akashic Records to manifest your desires with more ease. If you're feeling kind of challenged with manifesting your desires to create that abundance and prosperous life, then I want to invite you, check out that video. It might give you some insights in how you can work with your own Akashic Records to help you manifest your desires with more ease. So the link for that video is in the description below. But just know that abundance is really in the air right now, so you feel more abundant as well. Then the third thing I want you to know is that all this may seem like a dream. Hearing about abundance, that abundance is in the air, that life starts to flow with more ease, and especially if your experience up until this point was anything but easy and flowing and abundant, this may still feels like somewhat of a dream. But just know that it's going to click into place throughout this month. So you are actually aligning yourself to the energy of abundance. You're being assisted energetically to align yourself to the energy of abundance. So you may notice throughout this month that there will come a time when it just kind of clicks into place, right? Like you're flipping the switch, right? Or something like that. It just kind of clicks into place. That's what's going to happen throughout this month. But now what you can do to assist that is to tune into the energy of abundance and really uncover, what does that mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? How would your life look like? What would you be doing? How would you be feeling? How would you be showing up in the world? What does abundance really mean to you? If you were absolutely abundant right now, what would that look like? What would that feel like? And here I want to invite you to go beyond the materialistic things, because it's really about the essence. It's not about the things. Like oftentimes we're looking to maybe buy a new car, or go traveling, buy a house, or buy a bigger house, maybe buy two houses or whatnot, right? Or having all these materialistic things. But you see, the thing is, the things that you buy and accumulate, the materialistic things, they are not what will help you feel abundant. Even having like $1 million in your bank account may also not make you feel abundant. Yes, it may give you a security where you don't have to worry about, paying your bills or anything like that, or where the money's going to come from. But feeling abundant is not from all the things that you accumulate in your life. It's like the essence behind it, like how you then feel. And here the invitation is to really tune in. What does being abundant mean to you? What will you feel? What's really the essence behind it? Because like I said, you can have anything that you want in the world and still not feel abundant. There's so many millionaires and highly successful people out there, they're still not happy. They still don't feel like they're abundant or prosperous or whatnot, right? So throughout this month, I want to invite you really connect with the essence of abundance. Really tune into that and see, what does it mean for you? Yes, it could be just feeling secure in your life, not having to worry about anything. Not having to worry about if you're going to pay your bills, or if you have enough money to buy food or anything like that. That's also perfectly fine. But you see, it's also not about the amount of money you're going to have in your bank, but it's just the essence of feeling secure, feeling protected, right? So throughout this month, I really want to invite you, connect more with it. That will help you experience more abundance in your life, because you're then energetically aligning yourself to that. And that's when you also notice that when you really become aware of what that really means to you, that's when you then feel that click, when it clicks into place. And then of course things will then unfold in your life as well. But just know that it may feel somewhat of a dream, because all of a sudden things may start becoming easier and flowing easier and whatnot. And it's just not what you're used to, or what you may have not been used to up until this point. So just be aware of that. It may seem like a dream, but it is not a dream, that we are really moving into that beautiful energy of abundance. So throughout the month of June, you will experience more abundance in your life, in whatever area, whatever shape and form really resonates with you and is to your highest and greatest good. Which brings me to the fourth thing that I want you to know, is that life now also shifts to help you align yourself to your abundant self. So you will notice that things are falling away, things are dissolving. This could be relationships, this could be situations, experiences. It could be all kind of different things. But anything that is old and outdated, you will see that kind of dissolving and falling away throughout the month of June. And here the invitation is, let it. Allow it to release, allow it to dissolve, allow it to fall away. If it no longer serves you, if it's no longer in alignment with who you have grown into, you don't want to hold on to that. Because as you're then letting it go, as you're letting it release, as you're letting it dissolve, you're then actually opening yourself up to new experiences, new things coming into your life, new opportunities, new doors opening, all the things that will help you really feel more abundant. Because like I said, your life is really shifting to align itself to that abundant self that you have grown into, because you have gone through a lot. You have awakened, you have changed, you have grown, you have transformed, and now life is really aligning itself to that. So your outer world is aligning to who you have grown into from deep within. And that's why it's so important that you really connect with the essence of abundance and really get clear on what does it mean to you, and really connect to that on a consistent basis. Like really embody that, because then that will then also then help you really align your outer experience with what you're experiencing from within. And the invitation for this month is really to allow this energy to carry you higher. Because as you're really aligning yourself to your abundant self and really tapping into the energy of abundance, that uplifts you. That really carries you higher in energy, in frequency, in vibration. So allow it. So let go of anything that is coming up that is no longer serving you, and to make room for that newness to come in. And then the fifth and final piece here that I want you to know is that you can also feel that inner fire within you that's rising. In your belly, in your solar plexus, you feel that inner fire kind of being ignited. The fire to really fully embrace your soul's higher path, your soul's higher calling, your soul's destiny for this lifetime. And yes, this may be a little scary, this may be a little uncomfortable. Maybe you have received a lot of insights into what you're meant to be doing moving forward. Maybe you've received that guidance of your next higher, more evolved path or whatnot. And it might be scary, it might be uncomfortable because it's outside of your comfort zone. But here the invitation is, whenever you feel like that fear is coming up, doubt is coming up, especially also when it comes to, the abundance. If you're still feeling quite squeezed in your life and you're struggling and whatnot, then use that fire to burn away that fear, that discomfort. Really use that, your solar plexus, for that, to really help you really break through whatever limitations are coming up. Because this month is really here to assist you to really move forward. Like I said, when I tune into the energy, I felt like it felt very expansive, very uplifting, more easier as well. Like it really felt very expansive, and like also we were being carried forward. The energy is really supporting us to really carry us forward. So there's a lot of beautiful things happening in June, and I really hope that these insights that I just shared with you will assist you throughout the month to really make the most out of it. And I also shared with you a couple of things of what you can do to really make the most out of it, from tuning into the energy of abundance, to really using that fire in your belly to really burn away any fears and any doubts. But here I also want to add a couple other things. You may want to tune in on a day-to-day basis. Really tune into your heart center, tune into your life force energy in your solar plexus, and then really connect also with your soul. Let your soul guide you, let your soul move you forward. Because as we're talking about, abundance, really experience abundance. You can't experience abundance if you're always stuck in your head. That's ego territory. Ego doesn't really understand abundance, right? Ego thinks like, okay, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. This is going to be hard. What if people are going to say this and what? All of that, right? So you don't want to be stuck in your head. You want to tune into your heart center. So the more you can bring your awareness into your heart center, really connecting with that part within you, your soul, your higher self, the easier this will be, because then you're also feeling more centered. You're feeling more in alignment. You're feeling more grounded and in the present moment as well. That's where the magic happens. It's not in our mind, right? Or thinking about the future or thinking about the past or, oh my God, what happens more tomorrow? Things like that, right? So you're not going to be able to really tap into the energy of abundance if you're always so in the future or in the past. It's about being in the present. It's about being connected to your heart center. It's being connected to your soul and letting soul guide you. And then also on a day-to-day basis, connect to the essence of abundance. Maybe write it out. Really write down, what does abundance really mean to you? Don't just think about it, but really write it out so you have that, so you have something to look back to, right? And then connect to it on a day-to-day basis. What is the essence of that? What will you feel? What are the core? And here you can maybe write down 5 key words of what you will feel, what will you experience when you feel absolutely abundant. And then tune into those frequencies on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you remember what that feels like, you can just tune into that frequency. What I do is when I connected to what abundance and prosperity means to me, I felt it. I remember what that feels like. So each and every day I connect to that. It helps me soften my energy. It helps me feel more connected. It helps me feel so much more in alignment and also really good from within. So these are the key things that I wanted you to know, and also how to really make the most out of this energy of this month. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that was beneficial to you, that you've gotten the guidance to really make the most of June, because it's truly going to be a beautiful energy change over from what we have experienced up until this point. And like I said, definitely stay tuned for the videos that are coming out, the forecast and the light language activations for each of those cosmic days to really assist you on an energetic level. So thank you so much for being here. Now be sure to check out this video here. That's that video about how to use the Akashic Records to help you manifest your desires. I think you're going to enjoy that. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.